This is my exact travel photography setup for Cyprus. This is what I actually carry and how I choose my lenses depending on location and what I leave behind so I can move fast and enjoy shooting. If you watch my POV videos or travel photography content, then this is the setup behind all of it. I tend to shoot both photo and video when I'm out and about traveling in Cyprus, so this is based around flexibility and not having to carry everything at once. Now this isn't going to be a best gear list, just simply what works for how I shoot. I shoot on the Sony a6700, and for travel photography it's the perfect balance. It's small enough to carry all day, has strong autofocus, great photo and video performance, and it's reliable in mixed lighting. This is my main camera for this channel and most of my work. When shooting photos, I usually shoot both JPEG and RAW, and I've set this on my memory dial so I can really switch between the different modes. If you want a dedicated video on my exact setup and settings on the Sony a6700, just let me know in the comments down below. So I have an array of lenses, and most photographers do, so this is where most people overpack. So this is how I decide which lenses to take. Now my main lens is the Sigma 24-70, and this lives on my camera most of the time. It covers everything from street, villages, general travel, and most situations I've run into, including YouTube. So this is now the Sigma 24-70. This is what I normally film on. This is at 24mm right now, so a full frame. Obviously if I come a little bit closer I have to be leaning down a little bit. But let's zoom in all the way to 70mm, and I have it at f4. So I have to step down the hill, and then you can see me, this is f4. It does a pretty good job, and my phone is actually connected to the camera so I can actually review what I'm seeing right now, which is pretty dope. So this comes in really handy when filming out and about, especially solo. If I could only take one lens, this would be it. It's a full frame lens, so it's a bit heavier, but I love it. I also plan to move to full frame in the future, so this is already an investment in that direction. Now as for a wide option, if I'm heading into really narrow streets into these tiny Cyprus villages, shooting landscapes, I take the Sigma 10-18 f2.8. It's perfect when space is tight or I want to exaggerate scale. Now for low light and subject separation, I have two lenses, and this is the Sigma 16 f1.4 and the Sigma 56 f1.4, and they come out depending on the shoot. The 16 is great for wider shots and low light, and the 56 is what I use when I want subject separation or for tighter framing. This is the lens I use a lot for my YouTube thumbnails. Both are excellent in low light thanks to the f1.4 aperture. And the Sigma 16 f1.4 is my main talking head lens, which I actually have paired with the Sony a6400 right now. And it was actually one of the first lenses I picked up after my kit lens of the 18-135. Now, if I really want some serious zoom with compression, I take the Sony 70-350. 200mm on the 70-350. If I went even further, but this is crazy. Really dope lens. I genuinely love this lens. The compression you get in the mountains or across villages is unreal, and it lets me capture scenes I simply can't get any other way. Especially when you're looking down narrow streets, you can really exaggerate that compression. I don't take it every time, but when I do, it's intentional. Now for my POV photography setup, I recently upgraded to the DJI Action 5 Pro, and this gives me clean footage, great battery life, and I don't have to think about it while shooting. I pair this with the chest mount I picked up from Amazon. It's comfortable, and I love how easy it is to quickly mount and dismount the camera. For occasional extra angles, I bring the Insta360 X4 when I'm filming solo, as it really helps to get third-person shots of myself. It's not great in low light, but for daytime and creative angles, it works well. And for high quality B-roll, I shoot everything on the Sony a6700 using S-Cinetone with +10 saturation. I just really love the image quality from this camera. Now living in Cyprus means I have access to over 300 days of sunshine, but when shooting video, I need to be able to control my exposure, and this is where I use my Freewell Variable ND CPL, and it has 3 to 7 stops of light control. This stays on when I'm filming, so I'm not fighting exposure or reflections. Now for photos and mood, I actually rotate between a few Polar Pro filters. I have a mist filter for atmosphere, and I also use a short stash mist CPL when I want a combination of both, but also to be able to cut reflections. I also recently picked up the Polar Pro Gold 135 when I want some warmth straight out of camera. And here's a tip for you. If you're going to buy filters, buy the largest size possible, and this is commonly 82mm. So in order to match the smaller diameter lenses I have, I use a set of step-up rings, so that comes in really handy. I'll leave a link to all this, by the way, in the description box down below. Now to carry all my gear, I'm actually using the Torvo Drone Explorer V2. Now I know it's a drone and FPV specific bag, but it does a great job to fit all my gear. They no longer sell it directly, but if you can find it from another retailer, I highly recommend it. It's practical, comfortable, and it fits everything I need for the day when I'm out shooting. I also use the Peak Design clip when I want to fast access to my camera without having to dig into my bag every time. Now there's nothing worse when I'm out and about traveling and you're running out of power, so I make sure I always have a power bank inside my bag just in case I need to charge anything on the go. When I need extra power on the go, I actually use the Anker 737 PowerCore 24K. It keeps everything alive on long days. And for audio, I just use the DJI mic, yes, the version 1s when needed. Other than that, it's just cables, small tools, and nothing extra. Now for those who know me from my main channel where I cover a lot of drone topics, the drone of choice that I use when traveling around Cyprus is the DJI Air 3S. I really love this drone for its capabilities, especially having both 24 and 70mm focal lengths. It's super stable in the air, produces excellent image quality, but I can't carry everything at once. So I plan the shoot, whether it's photography focus day or drone day or a video heavy day. I tend to choose the gear before I leave, not while walking. And if you want to learn more about drones, I cover the Air 3S and FPV in much more depth over there. I'll leave a link down below. So with all this gear, how do I take everything? Well, I don't carry all my gear. This is the mindset that I have. First, it won't all fit in my bag. And second, it will be so heavy and impractical. So I just plan ahead. I decide which parts of Cyprus I'm going to explore, then select a couple of lenses, plus or minus the drone. Sometimes I ditch the drone and just stick purely to photography. Other days I want to fly FPV and enjoy the views, so I carry a second bag and make a full day of it. Especially in the summer when the days are longer, I can hit a couple of locations or spend more time exploring the mountains. That keeps things lighter and keeps me focused on shooting and not managing gear. So all the photos, POVs and content that you see on this channel and my main channel is all from this setup. It's flexible, dependable, and it allows me to focus on the experience rather than on the equipment. So that's my exact travel photography setup in Cyprus. If you want to see a lighter loadout or a city setup, let me know in the comments. And if you ever visit Cyprus and you want to explore the island through photography, then check the link in the description box down below. I've also included a free photo spots guide to inspire you for your next trip. And if you're thinking about your first travel camera, then check out this video here. Or if you want to learn more about Cyprus photography tours, then check out this video here.